because only one team will have a win. The whole division, one team.
Yes, and will it finally be Legion Commander, a hero that's had a losing win rate in almost every single patch dating all the way back to the introduction of Shrines. I think that was the last time she was really good, and she was real straight up broken. Is this the patch that she's finally brought back, Kyle?
We'll find out. Look at the circle. They all run into it. They know exactly what's up here. We'll see. The mid matchup can be a bit tough. Oh, they're running up the high ground. This could be very bad. Stormstorm's like, guys, come here.
Okay, we're gonna use the orb. Check things out. Spot it.
Whoa.
Okay. Don't go up there. That's a no-go zone. We'll take the other side of the map. Thank you very much. We'll take those bounty runes. Smashers.
The Jug pick is interesting. Into the LC. I don't know if BSJ brought it up, but not the greatest laning matchup for a Jug. And throughout the game, a duel, a blade mail, you're kind of just dead.
He did mention something about that.
Yeah.
What do you think about the new shard from the Legion Commander? Feel like that's one of those things that I've seen Legion Commander support because of this.
Wow, that is pretty sick, actually. Man, I can see the future sometimes, and I see Seb, I see OG, I see Ana with a lot of pressing attacks.
Okay. Thank you for that, Kyle.
No worries.
Mid matchup, Leshrac versus Puck. I think this time we've got a little bit more of a even matchup. I think, bottom lane, we're already going to go for some spinning. Rasmus, who's already gone his nuke level 1.
Yep.
It's a nice 2-man to start things off.
I'll be curious to see what build he goes for. I'm a huge fan of Max W on the Legion. I think you can get a second point in your queue, perhaps, but the real reason this hero is so strong, in my view, he has another bracer queued up. I hope it turns into a Soul Ring, is that at level 3 W, you heal yourself by Soul Ringing. You get it for free, and you trade so effectively. Later on, you just jungle. Like, hit Jug in the face. He actually has to leave lane once you hit level 5, 6. But we'll see what he chooses to do.
Yeah, I feel like that's also the build that you use to beat Juggernaut anyway, right? Because you want to be able to maximize your right-clicking power and sustain while he's spinning. Exactly.
The lightning changes on light. Wow, the lightning changes on lightning. Yeah, that's what I just said. I'm off today. Bit rusty. It's been a while. Had a break. Point is, easier to play against the Puck. You can't juke it as easily. I don't know if it's the build. I think you'll still see a lot of Max Edict. He already has a point.
Thank you, Scriff. Top lane, we're going to see our first blood, 33. It'll be taken down by Ace. It's a nice kill combo there. Double stun lane. You get the skeletons out there with those double stuns. Oh, he's going to make that jump. He doesn't. Stormer is able to collect and refill his
You got to be really careful. Stormer, he has a 35 move speed advantage, and Puck has 1 armor. So if you find yourself caught in the river, now 2, because he's just level 3, don't you dare write anything in that top right, you just kind of die to Edict. Can't outrun him, so you got to be really cautious orbing into the river. That is where mid-lesh thrives. Let's see. At bottom, they're just stealing the pull. Top lane really feels like Tundra's been inspired by VP in a lot of their drafts. This Lion Doom off lane is one of their specials.
2-minute water runes have been seen. Now we're going to get the 3-minute bounties. It feels like people just are not prioritizing the bounties as much since they kind of got nerfed. Rasmus did go for the double bracer.
It's not bad. The health regen's quite nice. You have so much sustain in this lane, and even without spamming W, you just kind of click Jug in the face, although that wasn't ideal.
He's not clicking him in the face right now. He's going to pop the healing salve and swap out those bracers. So efficiency in his bracer usage. Bracer was just not a good item last patch, so I am curious if an extra 0.25 regen is really going to make that much of a difference. Yeah,
I think Falcon Blade might have been another option. I prioritize mana regen a lot more on the LC, especially since you can just turn it into health. Don't need that HP regen.
Uh-oh. He's got 10 magic wand charges, so he may actually be able to live through this no problem. Tofu's actually going to turn around, get a lot of damage onto Snake King here. Can he actually kill him? Turn around, impale. Needs a little bit more, but I don't think he has anything left. He doesn't have the mana for his nuke. He will manage to get away, though.
Wow, Thunderclap. That is... Oh, I forgot. Yeah, they changed the Devour leveling factor. So it used to be 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it's 4, 5, 6, 6. So yeah, level 3, you suddenly have that creep. Then we'll see him more in the offlane after that. I did not realize that that had been updated.
Yeah.
So more bonus gold.
They took away the regen factor, but they gave him more base armor in return. I think it was a lot of base armor they gave him.
Yeah.
Skeeter is getting a little low here. Handed to Tango, drops the healing ward. Rasmus, 21-3, is actually ahead of the Juggernaut in lane. So doing very nicely for himself. Fada, what are you doing? Just blocking this camp, it looks like.
Yeah, Raindrop picked up by 9, but not super effective because level 1 Lightning Storm just takes that off. So, you know, juking the 90 damage, I guess it's something, but it's very easy to burn off the charges. If you die, it would be to the Edict. That's my concern. Fada coming in. He just hit 6 on Puck. This is
Level
very dangerous.
6. Yep, they're going to go for it. Fada. He represents damage. They need it to be able to finish off this last track in time. They barely do. 9 survives because of the raindrop.
Really surprising. Like, I don't like that TP from Rasmus. Yeah, sure, you get a last hit, but you didn't have mana anyway, and you could be pressuring Skeeter with your Rubik down bottom instead. But
base armor increased from 0 to 3. You know, I was going to say 3, but I was like, that sounds like a crazy high number.
Oh my god.
33 in trouble, the top lane. Been hit by all their nukes, and it is just barely enough to be able to get the kill. Now they're actually going to look at Snake King here, because guess what? Bounty runes are up, so if they could have killed the lion, maybe they could have collected his bounty rune, but not the case here.
Oh, yeah, well, Stormer just got a haste.
Okay,
so.
never mind. Stormer is
Hello.
going to run him down. Hey, how's it going? He's going to use the rest of the Diabolic Edict, pressure the tower a little bit.
Go take the rune. You saw it. Stormer, the rune.
The rune.
The runes.
Don't forget about the rune.
Oh, no.
How many runes are there spawning at 6 minutes, Kyle?
2 runes. Cap.
Wrong.
3 runes,
3.
Cap. 3 runes, Cap.
Yep. That's
Trick
the thing.
question. I see what you're doing.
It gets tricky out here. This is not on you. It's on everybody. We all got to test each other. I always ask my teammates, does everybody know their multiples of 3s? Because, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20, that's easy. But when you get into 3, 6, 9, 12, sometimes people have a hard time with that.
There was a lot of things you learned in school that just feel absolutely worthless now.
Okay.
Cursive, number 1.
Sure.
Times tables. How to multiply every number below 10 by its, by something else below 10.
What? Wait,
How
that
is that
isn't
helpful?
useful? I feel like I multiply numbers underneath 10 quite often.
Should be not enough to have to memorize the grid.
All right.
There were also much...
Look at that. Oh, that was cute.
Yeah.
Tofu using the Inkswell on the skeleton, which was in range, while the Wraith King himself was not, so...
There's also way fewer puzzles
bottom
involving
lane.
jugs of water.
Okay. Jugs of water.
Like you have a 5-gallon jug and a 3-gallon jug,
Yeah.
and you need 4 gallons, but you can only fill them up all the way, or pour water into, like, trade water,
Okay.
That's it. There's fewer of those. That's what I spent my childhood learning, and instead, I gotta know that Doom's base armor is increased by 3. That's
All right, so what's
fact
8
that
times
counts.
7?
48.
Should have done those times tables harder.
56.
Thank you for that one, Scriff. That question was from Scriff. That's why I asked it.
56.
You sure about that, Kyle? Coil on the mid lane. Stormer will break it instantly to try and get out, but there is... Whoa, my God. Rasmus with the big boy nuke. Is that 4 heroes? Man, that almost killed the lion.
I am not a fan of Rasmus's build, though. This spooks me a bit. The way he's played this game, I've seen this LC in the past.
Yeah.
It falls off. I would love... You just need that mana regen.
Yeah.
You know, a Soul Ring, a Falcon Blade, something that allows you to spam more spells. And the max Q with no mana regen doesn't ever seem to pay off. If you want to go this style, I think he has to be sticking in lane. He has to be putting more points in the EW and smacking Jug in the face, but he's already a bit behind, and then rushing Blade Mail just feels like he's going to be very reliant on his Wraith King Lash to carry this game,
well,
which I guess is fine.
As our observer was pointing out, maybe he will be bailed out slightly by his neutral item.
True.
Because he does have the Ocean Heart, so if he's standing in the river, he's got a good amount of regen. I think it's 5 mana regen.
It is?
Standing in river. It's pretty insane.
Stand in the river.
Stand in the river.
The river.
Stand in the river. There you go.
No,
No, too far.
Oh, Rasmus. So he's captaining, all right? He's got a lot more in his mind.
Okay.
We have the benefit of no fog of war and absolutely really nothing to do but talk about whatever we feel. And yeah, this Doom offlane, this is the real deal. 3 armor is insane. The Devour change is nuts, and he's legitimately Midasing a creep every 70 seconds. More than Midasing a creep, actually. 70 seconds plus 240 gold bonus. That is absurd.
All right.
That
Doom, big boy meta now. That's what Kyle's saying.
He's rushing the Solar Crest post-phase boots. I love it. Gilger has Rocket stolen from Fada.
Why do you love it? No? Hold up. Coil?
What?
Really gonna do something? We are gonna do something here. Rasmus runs out of the coil, but it's a little bit too late for that. He gets fingered. Maybe 9. Oh, that silence just could not come quick enough. 9's going to be able to deal with that. Snaking is still going to be run down potentially here. Stormstormer got blocked in by one of the creeps. He's still going to be able to get close enough, though, to be able to get that kill. Unfortunately, the Juggernaut's here now, and he gets Omni Slash. So, a worthy trade, I would say, for Tundra, as they are very happy with the first rotation from Skeeter.
Most definitely. And they get the tower, but altogether, I'm telling you, man, I'm real spooked about this offlane disparity. You're going to have such a fat Doom, and meanwhile, that's a level 6 LC with no farming mechanic. This is grim. I've been here before. And he's going to continue to fall off, whereas I'd expect 3-3 to rapidly catch the Leshrac in net worth, and then eventually maybe even find himself on the top of the scoreboard.
Yeah, and this is, again, just a little context for this. This may be the start of the season, but a matchup like this is very much a must-win for both of these teams.
Oh, yeah.
Tundra, who ended up in that 3-way tiebreaker, ultimately ended up getting 5th.
Yep.
And this season, we have a more powerful, presumably, OG, now that they picked up Anna, and Enigma that may be revitalized by ILTW. So, you know, if you don't want to be bottom 2, you really got to get this victory against one of the teams that weren't top 4 last season.
Pretty much. And not to say that you can't take a game off those top teams, but, you know.
You got to win the full best of 3 in order to get your points, right?
Yeah.
So
this is pretty damn close to must win, it does feel. So far, let's see. Yules on Stormstormer looking to push bottom now with the assistance of Ace, who's closing in on the Radiance. 3-3 suddenly second place in net worth. Passes by Skeeter, no problem. Just generating gold. Has the Solar Crest complete, it looks.
Ooh. Vada takes a wrong turn into a right one. That last turn being a U-turn. And now he knows there's a very likely a ward on this high ground. Very common at this point when Dire wants to be able to control the enemy Radiant jungle. Gilger's going to use a short little hop, but is still going to be caught by the coil here. Ace is going to take this opportunity to go for the fight. See if he can get a swift execution on a Snaking. They manage to catch him both inside of that grab. The Soulbind limits and will allow Ace to be able to run down Snaking pretty easily, though 9 is going to look to be able to run down the supports himself. The Silence, the Phantom, still catches up to 9. He actually pops the illusion to be able to get rid of it real quickly. Fada, meanwhile, the raindrop is not going to save him from Stormer, though the rest of the team is in pursuit here. They may not have the coil, but they do still have Omni Slash. Not going to go for it, though. With the second life still available from Ace, he proves to be too tanky to deal with.
Stormstorm gonna grab the rune. All that while Gilger respawn went top. Battle Fury soon to be completed on the Juggernaut. Both carries
soon to be completed. He just got it delayed, Kyle. He had it. It was complete, and then his courier got sniped.
He'll have it soon, though.
Yeah,
it's delayed.
Well, you go from a 13-minute Battle Fury to a 15-minute battle. Oh.
It does feel grim. There's a blade mail finish on Rasmus, but how do you get someone to duel you? Do you really want to duel anybody right now? You are not feeling very powerful.
No, he's not.
And the healing ward to sustain is also going to be a threat. Snaking has ult ready. He'd love to use it on somebody.
Yeah. Who does he want to use it on? Maybe Gilger? That seems like a pretty good target.
The Witchblade, yep.
Does he use it?
Yeah, he does.
Is it necessary? I don't think so.
Okay.
Snaking, he says, you know, it's
That's
not
trigger
about
discipline.
the stacks. It's about having the spell available. It's about the threat, Kyle.
It is.
The threat of the black hole. I mean, finger.
It's easy to confuse those. Relic picked up by Ace. He'll have Radiance soon. 15 minutes. What's that mean? How many runes?
There are 2 bounty runes right now.
That's correct.
What do you hold? He was trying to put his hand in front of me so I couldn't see, but like, it doesn't do anything, Kyle. I can't see the entirety of the map.
It's a 2-stage test.
Oh.
It's a distraction. Watch this
It
hand.
was very distracting. I was wondering what you were doing.
We keep casting together, Cap. You're going to think that more often than not. Okay, what is that? Bloodstone? Yeah, Kaya and for Smash. For
Who?
Stormer. What the?
Who's building what?
He doesn't play the game. Look, we're going.
Hellbear Smashers player, mid-player, Stormer is building a Kaya into a Bloodstone into a BKB. Is that what you
Yes.
to say?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually,
Veil of Discord pickup.
I would have
Vada.
preferred to see him actually get the Bloodstone or the Kaya first, just for scalability. The Yul setup isn't super strong against heroes like Jug and Puck.
Okay. Like instant disables like Lion. You know, you use somebody else. He's in there to intercept. Tofu, he's going to be burned out here alongside Gilger. Finally, the finger is used, and then he gets the charge up.
Yeah, I just think that it's similar to the concern I have with Rasmus, is that these are items that don't really help you scale. You know, not even finishing the Arcane Boots. Yul's, sure, but maybe Arcanes first, just so you know, both of these heroes turn mana into damage, creep kills, hero kills. And when you go for these active abilities on you, Blade Mail and Yul's, well, if you're not using them on enemies, they're being wasted. Well, they're being inefficient.
Okay. But what about the fact that, do you think they are trying to in some way guard against some of this early game because their Wraith King is farming so well?
Yeah,
like this guy has total free farm across the map. He's already hit 10,000 net worth at 17 minutes. He's got armlet Radiance.
I think it's deceiving, Cap. I think it feels like you're doing great, but I point to 3-3. I don't think they realize just how farmed this Doom is going to be. He's going to have Solar Crest BKB pre-20 minutes, and it only gets worse. Level 15, you don't get that talent that increases the gold generated by Doom because you don't need it. Icefork said there's too much on your queue already. But it's going to keep churning, keep tick-tocking his way up the net worth. Puck also very nice against Leshrac later in the game. He's just going to pop Ags, coil Lesh. Now what? You're going to get ran up by a Juggernaut who, sure, he's behind, but he is a Battle Fury. He's going to start scaling rapidly.
Going back to that 15 talent.
Yes.
Do you think he's going to go Devour Ancients or... I'll be honest.
Sure.
I find Doom kind of a boring hero, so I wasn't scouting what pro players were doing with Doom right now, you know?
Why do you sound so smug about it? How elitist was that? I look down on
There's a lot of heroes
players.
that people are doing interesting things. I just didn't care about Doom. He's you know, he's got like a built-in Midas for offlane. He's a farming offlaner. Whatever.
Not for you.
No.
And not really the NA style. And I know your big role model is Jenkins. He's not Doom. Yeah, it's actually. Hang on, because
you misunderstand. That the role model situation goes the other way.
Yeah, well, just funny because Green Room, what were we testing pre-match? I'm getting pitched by you and Owen on off-lane Pudge because you can eat people from 800 units away.
I was not saying that.
You were sitting there saying, Kyle, check this out.
No, I didn't say that. What?
All right.
I can't tell if you're like
it might
lying
have been
to fool the audience.
It might have been BSJ. You guys are like the same person in my
The same
head.
person. All right, well, they're going to take away the first life of the Wraith King. Oh, no, they're not. Rasmus comes in, gives him a little bumper. Rasmus going to go back in with the blink. He didn't manage to get the duel. Do they have the damage behind it? 9. He's getting intercepted. He already hits the silence. They do manage to finish up Rasmus. The double telekinesis is going to stall things, but they're going to chase down Smashers. They thought that was going to be the opportunity, a big duel win, but all the damage, it wasn't there. They weren't there fast enough, and 9 with a big interception grabbed all those heroes with the silence.
Okay, Rasmus didn't blade mail before the duel.
That's not good either. You do need that, yeah.
And this right into the bit. This is the problem. Yeah, Wraith King is farmed, but you're not strong with Armlet Radiance. Like, you need more. And there's 3 cores on the enemy side that all feel very powerful. In addition, that's 2 supports, the Gyro and the Lion. So much magic damage. And you have no BKBs.
Tofu's dead.
Oh
no, slightly missed. It doesn't matter. He would have died anyway. This time Rasmus got off the blade mail. Maybe, no, it's not looking so hot.
What?
Did he get burned out of his, no. He already used his reincarnation a long time ago.
And just like that, it feels like LC and Leshrac are no longer in this game.
Yeah.
And yeah, I actually really dig the support duo. I mean, these Gyro Lion, like, they have so many active abilities. There is so much stun and damage output they represent. And you catch somebody off here like Gilger, he just dies. 9 is beyond godlike. We talked about his stank phase post-game too. He is bringing it right now. He is very much in the zone.
Mm-hmm. Now they've got that BKB for the Doom. Yeah, I see what you're saying, though. I think like one of the problems with Gyrocopter 5 is that it doesn't bring enough disables, and they're not instant disables. But Lion, he covers that. He has 2 different disables, and one of them's instant. Unfortunately, our aforementioned Gyrocopter was a little out of position here, and now it's probably going to cost Snaking his life as well. Is this going to be the first successful duel from Rasmus?
Don't jinx it.
He is not. Oh, no, he did have one. Second successful duel of Rasmus. Unfortunately, he didn't level it up in time.
Oh man, he also
he didn't level it up in time. He could have had 30 damage instead of 20.
I'm gonna WhatsApp him later because he also went for the strength talent instead of the mana regen. I'm telling you, LC, to be able to farm, you have to be able to use your spells, and he can't because he just does not have the mana.
You tell him, Kyle.
He's not going to listen to me.
Although
I don't have the best track record. In fact, when he was on EG, Phil and Bulba, after a long breakfast conversation where I sold him on picking Underlord for Sumail offlane, they actually banned him from talking about Dota with me. I think the quote was, "We've had enough of these goddamn Kyle ideas. Stop that misery. Stop."
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, it was a DAC or the Super Major way back in like 2018. Good times, good land.
I mean, that's one thing to like, somebody just have bad ideas, but yours were so insidiously bad that people needed to like you were some sort of like siren, some sort of banshee. People needed to cover up their ears when you're around.
That team had its own problems, okay? Fear was mid, Sumail was off lane, all right? There were other issues.
Okay. Here comes the missile.
Aegis up. They're just going to push, though. They have so much sustain with the healing ward.
Man, people really like this shard on Wraith King, huh?
Yeah.
Another one.
Skeleton. But they don't get the talent
I guess maybe this Lion just sucks away too much mana. I never really thought like that was a problem before, but I guess 120 mana a second.
Yeah. Well, there was the nerf to the ulti-mana cost, right? It's 180 now, so it's a bit tough to manage.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that is a hefty. Blink for blink. Snake King gets away. Playing around this high ground. Tundra opting not to pursue, but they could if they want to. They still have this Aegis for another minute 20. Rasmus, oh, he was looking for that duel, but again, not quite finding the opportunity, and still they're trying to force this. There's just 50 seconds left on the clock for this Aegis. I have to wonder if they somehow like got the timer wrong.
I don't think so. I think they're just chilling. I mean, they have Doom printing cash.
No, I mean that initiation from Rasmus.
Oh.
If you think about it, he was looking for a duel on somebody whose Aegis is going to run out very soon.
That is actually a pretty good point.
And he was literally going at the minute marker. Misery.
Coil?
And he's stuck inside this coil. Ace going to help him out. He blinks in right into the center of everybody's vision. He's getting disabled so many times. Stormstormer with a nice two-man stun. And Fada does go down. Rasmus dropping a little bit low, but he still wants to be there for Ace. Unfortunately for them, Tundra are so fast. They are all getting out of there. And look at that little wiggle the Aegis does. It's telling you it's timing out. That's adorable. Good job. I like that. It's a nice touch.
Yeah. I like how 3-3 has just kept this Ice Ogre the entire game, just plus armoring everybody. There's a ton of physical damage on the Hellbear Smasher side, so has the BKB on top. This guy is huge. Pretty much faster than the US government with that Doom. Scotty soon to be complete level 20 as well on Skeeter. Went for the Blade Fury DPS. I think it's pretty solid here. You just spin on top of Lesh. It's going to feel the pain.
He's going to have... wonder if he's thinking about going back for the shard at some point in time. 33, they're going to try and blow him up, and they will be successful, even if it's not the dual damage. Honestly, at this point, that is my problem with the Legion Commander. So often, the dual damage just becomes inconsequential because you are just a one-man initiation bot. That's all you are.
Yeah, I just, again, it's the... I'm not going to twist the knife.
I'm not sure. I feel like I'm reading Scriff's mind right now. I said it's a one-man initiation bot. He's saying it's a two-man initiation bot this game.
It's true.
Yeah?
Grimstroke ult. Haven't seen one of those. And also love that 9 went for the BKB. The spell amp talent. Typically you see the phase shift attack. That's what he went last game. But quite nice. How do you only duel is really your answer now. If he gets a good coil off, he just initiates on the back line. They have nothing for him. And ooh, again, they were thinking about going for Skeeter.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
9 TPing back. They want to fight this.
They certainly do.
Oh, 27 minutes approaching, Cap. What's that mean?
I can, we got bounties coming up. I can see Tofu is going to go the shard, right? And that now buffs up your Inkswell to do even more. And then on top of that, it heals that target for 50% of the damage that it does. So if you actually get the right kind of initiation with your duel, with the Inkswell on it, and you actually survive long enough, you're going to do more damage on that explosion, and you're actually going to heal up.
It is also pretty sick against Puck, right? Because it's a strong dispel. So if you run out of the coil while Inkswell, you'll be cleansed at the end of it. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I've...
And the strong dispel would remove Doom too, right, Cap?
No, it would not, Kyle. Good try, though. Ace, he's going to try and focus on Fada right now, but the initiation, it's spoiled by this coil. They do manage to get a Soulbind double. Okay, he just fed away dual damage to both of them. That's not good.
Oh, no.
He just gave away 40 damage. Ace is working on armlet toggles, but it's running out of fumes. Slash to make sure he is put in the dirt and stays there this time. A buyback from Rasmus that is going to be all for naught, and Tofu's dead as well.
They don't do any damage, Cap. Like, they just all die. And Puck Doom, pop BKBs, Jug spins. And it's like, oh, wait, we can't actually hurt a core.
Oh, and they still had Doom, too. So Stormstormer, he was going for a desperate side lane split push. He's caught as well. This is just a total disaster here, Kyle. We're going to watch that disaster again. Look at 9. I think 9 has been brilliant. He completely ignores and goes straight to the back line. No dual initiation. As a result, this panicky duel that comes out with a Soulbind,
He also that Witchblade is doing so much damage to these supports. 121 intelligence, so it's 3 ticks of about of 121 damage. I mean, that's it. Roche is up. Yeah, like, this is just absurd. Yeah, right.
Not looking great, boys.
I can't read lips, but I think it was something along the lines of, "Damn, boys, we're in trouble."
Yeah. All right, shard time. Who gets it, Kyle? Who gets it?
You give it to Skeeter here, right? Because he already has the talent for the Blade Flurry.
Yeah, get that Blade Fury upgrade.
Blade Fury. Yep, there it is. It's too good. Way too good.
Very good. Indeed, Rasmus.
He even has the Nether Shawl. That's sick. His spin is going to do so much damage.
No. God, what did Quinn call it? It's they called it something. When you're playing Puck and you get the psychic headband, it's the coil snapper.
Yeah.
It's the snapper, that's what he called it, the snapper. When you play Puck and you manage to get the psychic headband, and you've got a way to be able to try and break the coil on somebody.
That's a sick item here too, especially with the Witchblade. It's a more bonus intelligence too, 4% more after the patch, so very solid on a Puck. Probably the best item I'd say for Puck actually, tier 3 at least.
Yeah. Zooming on in. Tundra smoked up. Don't give a damn about no tier 1 towers. Tofu. Pretty smart idea, but 33 says, "You think I care about BKB charges?"
Uh-oh. Ace?
Uh-oh,
so
indeed. He does not have BKB to get out of here. They're going to try and turn this, and it's going to be a mess. They do manage to hit a 2-man stun, but there's no follow-up disables. 9 quickly pops that cheese, and now is going to be able to get the coil, stopping this TP out. From Ace, Stormer may actually get a kill here on Nafada. Oh, he's got the Leshrac stun! The secondary earthquake strikes the ground, stunning people.
Oh man, that's that's very much a desperation item. It feels like he has Bloodstone Yules, and it's like, no, I know, the triple stun. They'll never see that coming.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know, man. You just don't have damage, but more importantly, it's that Tundra have 3 cores that are not really targetable. 3.4k HP on the Jug, and a spin. BKB Doom, BKB Pick, a BKB Puck. A Shiva's on the Doom. He's now outpacing the Wraith King in farm. I think you touched on it. Hellbear Smashers were playing this game earlier on as if they were ahead. They felt confident. Ace is huge, but I really just think they neglected how well the entire draft of Tundra would scale, specifically their 3 cores in comparison to the Hellbear Smashers 3.
Yeah. Watch this fight again where they were kind of forced into a desperate move to make a fight 2 versus 5, essentially, just because the Wraith King had been caught, and very obviously it doesn't go well for them. And Snaking and the rest of Tundra feeling a little bit better now that this series feels like it's coming to a close here, but they have to actually be able to seal the deal by going high ground here. The Omni Slash, or rather the Swift Slash, is going to go off, finishing off the Legion Commander, and it's going to be the first life. There goes the Omni Slash onto Ace. His second life is ruined. He does have a buyback, but I don't think that Hellbear Smashers can really stop this high ground push. There's a lot of low health heroes. Svada does end up going down with the Puck. Gilger doing a really good job with this stolen orb that he has, playing in and out of the team fight, but he's the only one. Hell, Hellbear Smashers aren't even buying back, Kyle.
Nope.
Gilger's like trying to do what he can. He's gonna buy back solo. He's like, guys,
team? All but Rasmus have buybacks.
The game's not over yet, boys.
Yeah. This is where you ask me, Cap, Kyle, how do they get into that? What's their move? And I quote Lacoste and I say, well, that's easy. Enter G, space G, enter once again. Because at this point, admirable, you don't want to give up Tofu. Really long range drain.
Yeah.
But
Drain
I don't know how effective that'll be.
Look at him go.
If that was like a Palpatine-esque drain where you were getting life force and power to, I don't know, Actually, now I'm going to just get mad and think about how the power level of the Force was completely ruined thanks to the final Star Wars movie. It's okay, though. I'm sure they'll never reboot that franchise again.
It always comes back to Star Wars.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Am I wrong, Kyle?
There's others.
Vlad's complete for fun.
Really
He's
wanna
just
go-
getting the most luxurious support item pickups now.
You really want to... 10 years I've been
Yeah.
waiting. Guess what I've been waiting for?
What have you been
The
waiting
winds
for?
of winter, Cap.
Oh.
Thankfully, Sweden's a lot warmer. It was light out here till like 8, 9 p.m.
Yeah,
It
spring
hails.
in Sweden. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
Smashers, it's over, Tundra. We have the high ground.
I don't know if that'll cut it. They don't have the Aegis anymore on Skeeter, but he's just buying like new luxury items. He's like, hang on, guys, I got a Swift Blink coming up. If I'm not farmed enough. 3-3, same deal. He's like, well, I had the Shivas. I guess I get an AC now.
Sure. Might as well.
And yeah, I mean, this is the thing. You can even see, look at Ace's item progression, right? He had Armlet Radiance at what? Like 15, 16, 17 minutes?
Yeah.
In the last 20, he's picked up a Blink. Like, it just didn't really affect the state of the game. And
Yeah, he's going Divine now. Rasmus is way out in front of his team. And Smashers are going to...
yeah, you look
Take
at
pause
Rasmus's
here.
items. It never looks good. You're fully slotted, but it looks like a collection. You know, Windlace Bracer, Plate Mail, Boots, Blink, Blade Mail. None of these items really seem that threatening. And they just don't provide that stat and scaling power. Skeeter, you okay? That's a really long range on that spell. That was interesting. They're just cleaning up.
Yeah. Hellbear Smashers, they showed such great promise in game 1. But sadly, for them anyway, Tundra seems to have gotten things together. Oh, here it comes. Split Earth, it's growing. It's growing. Yeah.
Willy Wonka?
Uh-oh. Okay, that's the Omni Slash down. Maybe they can make a fight out of this somehow. The Switch Slash used. Rasmus is going to
Oh
die
my
again
God.
here, and Ace, he
Wow.
can't even get away. That's Scotty slowing him down so much.
There's the
Stormstormer,
Doom.
he's not going to get back to the fountain either.
3-3 just hasn't needed to use Doom. They die too fast.
He
And
did
yeah,
get
there's
stunned
the
again,
GG.
though, Kyle.
I just well played. Nice comeback. After Hellbear, don't want to take anything away from them. They look good, but I think Tundra realized, let's not go for the gimmicks. They tried that 9 Beastmaster. I think he looks a lot better on heroes that can kill